Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in for another vlog of myself, Darren, HCV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And this is the Aphrodite. Before we go anywhere, let's get that plugged in, because time of the month where this gets charged. As we will be needing it a little bit later on, because we are having a night out tonight, and also it's got to help for some cooking. First thing for this morning is we need to travel down to our St Helens depot, which is about 15, maybe 20-minute drive depending on traffic. This time of the day at 6:30, it should be okay, should get there quite nice and easy. We're going to be collecting a skeleton trailer from St Helens, and then with said skeleton trailer we are then going down to Liverpool docks, collecting a container, and then taking that container all the way up to Scotland. That is right, long drive up north today. It's been such a long time since I've done anything northbound, never mind going up to Scotland. Always do enjoy the drives up to Scotland, absolutely beautiful views, especially on the M74 way, top end, really nice. I wouldn't even mind a drive up to Inverness one time. Done it in the car a couple of times, never in a truck. I do hope everybody had a great weekend. Weather wasn't the best, was it, unfortunately? Tried to get a couple of jobs done around the house. I'm a little helper with me. A little 3-year-old son, bless him. He absolutely loves to try and do everything I do, like a little helper. And this weekend's task was trying to do the hedges on the front. Managed to get half of it done. Unfortunately, we had to stop due to the rain. But he loves just helping out, getting his hands dirty, which I don't mind when he listens. Being a 3-year-old, his hearing's a little bit selective sometimes. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a skeleton trailer. So it's the base of what a container goes onto. For some of our walk round checks, once we're connected, connect the electrics, make sure the sign markers are all working, make sure all of these are doing what they should be. Over here, I've already tested the stretching to make sure it all works, make sure this moves the way it should do. This pin, if you push that in, the pin will go in. When you're driving around, make sure that's kept out to make sure the pin stays out. If you want to stretch it, you push it in, apply the brakes, pull forward or reverse back. No, reverse back it'll be because you want to be a 20. So reverse back and that pin will come to about here, pull it out, and then shouldn't either forward or backwards to the pin line up, and then the pin will pop out. So then if you want to move it again, push it back in, do the opposite direction, so the pin comes near, pop it out, shunt it back and forth until the pin comes through the hole. Hopefully that makes sense, nice and easy otherwise. Tyre tread is looking good. I've gone round there, put my hand right inside, so obviously with gloves on. No damage to the side of the tyres. Making sure these are all locked in position, because if I'm using a 40-foot container, this needs to be lifted up like so. It'll come over, put the pin in position to lock that in. With this little screw bit, make sure that's sticking outwards. So then the container, if it's 40 foot, it'll go onto this, and all the way down here. Sorry if the wind's hitting this, by the way, the microphone. It's been really windy today. And that one. So that one pops up, and the end one for a 40-foot container. For a 20-foot, this one, and that one there. And unfortunately, we don't actually find out what size container it is until we get to the docks. So hopefully it's going to be a 40, so I don't have to mess about stretching it inside the dock. Worst case scenario, get out, stretch it for a 20. But try and make the stretching process a part of your daily checks if you're using a skeleton trailer. Last thing you want to do is get to the docks and it doesn't work. Slight change of plan. The docks are closed due to bad weather. So it looks like we're not going to Glasgow today. Right, I need to try and spin it round somewhere. It's roundabout up ahead, I'll just turn it round up there, then come back down. And then I need to make a quick phone call to base. Oh well, I was looking forward to that drive. Right, let's find somewhere to park up and then give the office a quick phone call. Ah, and here comes the rain. I should be able to pull over just over here. Looks like all the other container drivers are thinking the same. It's one of the little side streets around the corner from the docks. Ah, there we go, I can pull in there. And just got to wait for the office to get back to us. I've got off the phone with the office. And plan of action now is park the trailer up our Haydock site because I will be going up Glasgow tomorrow. Again, just a little bit weather dependent though. The main reason why they close the docks with the weather, even though the container's inland, it's not entering the port from sea, it's because the cranes that they use, if they've got a heavy container and they're quite high up, the wind might sway the container a little bit, and it's a little bit dangerous when loading up the trucks, unfortunately. So the wind is over so many miles per hour, they just close the whole docks. Don't allow anybody in or out. Which it does make sense, to be fair. At the end of the day, you got to make sure the workers are all safe. They're all going home at the end of the day to their families. And for myself, once at Haydock, drop this trailer, I'm going to pick up an empty container, sorry, not a container, pick up an empty curtain side trailer. So I was just looking at something, then one of the houses looks like nature's overtaking it. But anyway, back to work. So collect a curtain side trailer. I was trying to say curtain side container. I've got containers on my head. Pick up a curtain side trailer and then go off and do some collections. So we're staying local today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be a good finish. And it won't be too late. And it might be a little bit of a later start tomorrow as well. Instead of starting at 6 o'clock, because the trailer is going to be at Haydock, I might be able to start at 7 instead. Before we do go to Haydock, I'm going to pop into the service station just off the East Lancs, the A580, and I'm going to fill the girl up with some fuel. I've got about half a tank, So then it saves tomorrow messing about. I can get straight in the truck, straight down to the docks, and then straight up to Glasgow. That is if it's still going ahead. Normally I would try and fuel it up at the end of the shift, but on Friday I didn't really have time due to running out of hours. So today it is. Got to hang back a little bit. So it's a little bit of an awkward corner, this one. Not only is there not enough space for two trucks to get past each other on the corner, but a car and a truck can't get past each other on this corner. I don't know why they didn't make it a little bit wider. Perfect. Sorry, mate. Oh, look at that, there's a space. Thanks very much, Drive, for moving forward. Back at the yard, connected up to a new trailer, and my word, has that wind picked up. First job for our collections today is completed. Second job is around the corner over at Chorley, and it's 15 miles away. When I say round the corner, yeah, 15 miles away. And we're due to get there in the next, say, 30 to 40 minutes. We've been given two collections to make. The first one is over in Bolton, and it's 22 miles away from where we are now. Just over a half-hour drive to get there, straight down the M6 onto the M62, M60 Ring Road, following it around for Bolton. And then afterwards, we've got a collection at the pet food place in Chorley. So again, it's not really too far for us to get to from Bolton. Jumping straight down the motorway, a couple of junctions, then come off. And the time is already 9:30. All we need to do now is try and cross to the other side. Oh, we got quite lucky actually. Normally it's chaos trying to get from one side to the other side. So the first two lanes go down towards Preston, and then lane 3 and 4 go to Bolton. But lane 3 and 4 originally come from the M62 southbound, where we was on the M60 going northbound. So there's a little bit of a crossover. It gets really busy down this section normally. People last minute jumping across from one side to the other side, etc. The time not perfect. Nice and straight across. Following the 8666 into Bolton itself. We've still got 5 miles to go. We should be there in the next 10 minutes. Is it this one? No, it's next one. A little bit confusing then. Didn't know if it was these lights or the next lights. Turns out it's the next one. Right then, half a mile to go. When I did Google Map it, the postcode was coming up to, it looked like a little office block, but there's a couple of warehouses around it, so I presume it's not going to be at the office section itself, but one of the warehouse units. I hope so anyway, because I can't see a forklift being at the place that I looked at. Since I'm collecting about 11 pallets, it won't be getting handboard. Still can't get over how bad the weather's gone. It was mid-30s last week. Still fairly warm at least. It's 14.5 degrees, but that wind is fairly strong. Let's hope the wind calms down a little bit so we can go up to Glasgow for tomorrow. Okay, you got a big Warburton's factory there. It's the first time actually visiting this client as well, so I don't really know what to expect, their procedures, etc. It's not Waters meeting, is it? Yeah, it is. Is it? Oh, I don't know if it was actually that bit. I think it was actually. Yeah, let's try and reverse it round. So it's definitely in that little unit that we're just seeing. Thank you. So number 24 we're looking for. Just looks a little bit too small. Speak to security, let's double check we're in the right place. Come to the security guard, it's right up at the top. Look at these signs. Not there. UK Cannet, Sector 2. Yep. Ah, there we are. Perfect. Right, it looks like they're entrance for delivery is here. Plan of action, reverse back, do the driver's side first, go down, spin it round, and then do the passenger side.
Headboard needs to be on me.
Yeah.
Right up.
Perfect. We go to get loaded up for the passenger side now. Really tall curbs, so I need to be careful I don't get the bumper ripped off. You can see on the side of the curb where people have previously scuffed all the tyres on them. So let's get out of here. I'm in two minds whether to actually take a break before or after this collection, and I'm thinking before, to be honest, because I started at 6 AM this morning. I need to take a break before 12 o'clock. It's currently 11 o'clock now, and I'm due to get there for 25 to 12. And I know for a fact I won't be done with the collection within 25 minutes. So it makes sense to take a break before going there, when I'm just round the corner. There's some services actually on the M61, so I might take a break on them. Cook some dinner. Don't have to worry about having a break until around 5 o'clock, maybe half 5, 6 o'clock. Travelling down the A673, and this road must be where all the footballers live, because there's some real big houses down here. And I mean, like, mansion style houses. Absolutely massive they are. I always think to myself when I drive down some of these roads, like, what do you actually do for a living? I don't know, HGV driving isn't paying that well. Pays alright, don't get me wrong, but not to be living in some of these houses. I presume it's footballers anyway. It's got Bolton Stadium just up the road. And welcome to Horwich. Historical railway town as well. Still got 10 miles to go. I've just been speaking to the wife as her and little man went to preschool today. No, not preschool, primary school. And he was there for an hour just to have a look around the classroom for himself, because he starts in September. And turns out he had great fun. Met a couple of new friends, which is always good. Luckily he's quite outgoing as well. He's not really too shy when it comes to other kids. And at the end of it, his new teacher turned around and said to him, "Where's the best place that you have fun whilst you're playing games?" Meaning inside the reception area. Because it's got little sections inside the reception for playing. So she turned around and said to him, "What's your favourite place to play?" He turns around and says, "Preschool." Bless him. There's a lot of roadworks going on around here. And away we go. And just on the right hand side we've got Middlebrook. That's where the Bolton football stadium is. It's not a bad stadium, to be fair. Our little power bank over there is all fully charged. And using the cigarette lighter charger, 24 volt, taken probably about 3 hours all in all to do, but that's not too bad considering I won't have to do that again for another 3 to 4 weeks. That's dinner taken care of. They've been cooking for 28 minutes and it's only used 24% of the battery. Not too bad. And indeed, I can confirm I've got my plate and the pan is up there as well for tomorrow's cooking if we do need it. Arrived at our clients for 12:30. Just got to be careful going over these little way bridges. 2.5 hours later. Yes, you heard that right. 2.5 hours later. And finally going in to get loaded up with 11 pallets. I've managed to watch a whole film on Amazon. So luckily, I always download a couple of films on Amazon and Netflix. If you don't have any signal, at least you've got something to keep you entertained a little bit for these long waits. And I've just been told by the office that tomorrow is going to be a night out and the day after we're going to be doing the containers going to Glasgow. Finally leaving. The time is just hit 10 to 4. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly, what time did I get here? 10 past 12. So over 3.5 hours to get 11 pallets. They're normally pretty quick, to be fair. So I'm not too sure what's put them behind so much. Normally in and out within the hour anyhow. Need to make our way over to Ashton for our hub, get unloaded and then go home. That's us done after that. It's not too bad. I say not too bad. I think it's going to be about 5:30, 6 o'clock finish still. And then I'm back in at 4 o'clock in the morning because the container is due to be collected between 5 and 6 at Liverpool docks. So it's going to be a very early start again tomorrow, a little 10-hour rest. I'm going to be staying out as we make a delivery up to Glasgow and then far south as we can. Offload, switch containers the next day at the docks, and then making our way back up north to Glasgow, to the same place to make another delivery. If it's on pallets, could be in and out when I'm at the place in Glasgow. However though, if it's all, say for an example, 25 kilogram bags of rice, I could be there for about 5 hours. So I've not got a clue what to expect when I do get up there. Other than it's going to be a long few days. Which is alright. Oh my word. Sitting in the truck for the last 3 hours has taken it out of me. Unfortunately, I didn't have a great sleep last night. Boy, I had about 5 hours sleep. So it's taking its toll a little bit, waiting around. Ah well, at least we're on the back end of the day. Not really too sure what that is. Actually, I think it's an arm of like excavator type thing, or a digger. Possibly. Five past 4 now. Traffic is pretty good actually on the way down. Don't really want to jinx it. Should be at the junction for Ashton in the next, say 15 minutes or so. So we should be back at the depot by 4:30. Get offloaded, leave the yard for 5 o'clock, get back to Haydock for 5:30, and I'm actually going to connect up tonight to the trailer we're going to be using for tomorrow. So when I come in tomorrow morning, I just need to do final walk around checks, make sure everything's okay, and then jump in and off I go. Saves messing about. So instead of coming in at 4, I might be able to come in at 4:30 then. Because our booking's between 5 and 6 o'clock. There's no point turning up there at 20 to 5 if I can't get in. It won't let me in before 5 o'clock. And just like that, we're back at the yard for 4:30. Take off 11 pallets because the first lot that I collected in a day, they're actually staying on, so that's not too bad. There's only 11 pallets to get taken off. There's only one class 2 in front of me, so I should get in there pretty quick, get tipped. Yeah, 5:30 I reckon I'll be finishing for today, which I'm happy with, to be fair. Nice little, what's that, 11.5 hour shift done. I am going to call it a day on the video. It's only a short one for today because there's not really been too much that I've done really, is there? The container collection got cancelled this morning from the docks, and then all afternoon I've pretty much just been waiting around really to actually get loaded up. So on that note, I am going to call it a day on the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, have a great week, have a great month, year, or whatever it is, but either way, stay safe, keep on trucking. Bye for now.